Hey guys, we're back. Today we're going to be talking about postpartum and oils and supplements and all that jazz. So, Amara, why don't you go ahead and talk to us about what you do?
I will, but first we have to share the cool title
Oh
of our
yes,
video.
okay.
Baby blues, colic, and teething. Oh my!
Okay, we have answers, you guys.
Yes.
Answers. So, Amara.
So I am a mom of 4 children. They're not really little anymore, but I'm also a postpartum birth doula and a postpartum doula. I've been doing that for, I don't know, a long time, 8 years, something, 10 years. Yeah. So this is a realm that is can be very complicated and difficult and wonderful, but we have some tools that we're going to share with you all to help you navigate those often choppy waters of postpartum.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're just spiraling, and people will like hand you books, but your baby.
You have time to read those books?
Well, your baby didn't read that book, so I don't know what book they're talking about, but no book fit my baby, which is another class in and of itself. Learn your baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also have 4 kids. It's like the theme. I actually find myself finding a lot of friends with 4 kids, so I don't know if you do as well.
Yeah.
But if this is your first baby, or if this is your second, third, or fourth baby, you are not immune to all of these common things that come up postpartum that no one really talks about. So I'm excited to share with you, as we dive deep into this class, my personal testimony on baby blues. So before we get into that, let's talk about what the difference is between postpartum depression and baby blues.
Baby blues is quite common across the board in women after they give birth. There's going to be a normal change in your hormone levels postpartum. You may find yourself extra sensitive, weepy, crying at things that you wouldn't have cried at, finding just a lot of emotional meaning in little things. That's normal and that's temporary. That does not last very long. It's just that first couple of weeks, 4 weeks, up to 4 weeks-ish. But postpartum depression, which that's a clinical diagnosis, that's a chemical imbalance in your brain, that is actually, it's a medical condition, and you may feel like it hinders your bonding with your baby. It's no indication that you don't love your baby, but you may find yourself having a very hard time coping in those postpartum weeks. And it can actually go well into the first year. Some people aren't diagnosed or even develop symptoms of it till later in that first year postpartum.
Or even like when they start weaning their babies.
Oh yeah,
so because that happened with me as well. But yeah, that's a great differentiation there. So like normal 2 to 4 weeks, and then if it goes beyond that, then it definitely, you're going to need more than oils, I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
So we are not talking about postpartum depression in this next little section. We're actually talking about baby blues. And Amara did a great job just describing what baby blues looks like, but also in this generation of knowledge, I feel like we're also tapping into this postpartum anxiety realm.
Oh, yes.
So even with baby blues, you can have anxious thoughts or nervousness that creeps up. So that's different than the clinical diagnosis. I just want to be very clear with that. Very different than the clinical diagnosis of postpartum anxiety and postpartum depression.
Yes, because anxiety can be a manifestation of postpartum depression.
That's right.
I think that's what I had. I just didn't really get it.
We didn't have those names back then.
Yeah,
so
I didn't.
I'll tell you, baby blues, you're going to need a lot of a few things. And so this is where we can have these tools from our starter kit. And also, if you have never gotten a starter kit from Young Living, we're going to teach you a little bit about what you could be using supplement-wise as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive on in. So we need a lot of grace. There is no oil grace. You need to give yourself grace.
There's forgiveness.
There is forgiveness. I forgot about that oil. It's really great. But grace is something that you are going to constantly need to give yourself as a mom. And we need other moms to come alongside of us and tell each other, give yourself some grace. You're doing a good job. I get teary-eyed when I'm talking about this. I'm really passionate about the postpartum time frame. Okay, so what else will we need? A lot of what?
A lot of sleep.
Yes.
Which is elusive, I will tell you. I'm not going to lie. Babies don't often sleep through the night for quite a long time. So we do have some tools that will assist you in getting at least the best quality sleep when you sleep. The first one that we have here is frankincense.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And frankincense and lavender, I won't smell them each time. We can go a little quicker. That's probably going to make it take twice as long. Frankincense and lavender, I actually diffuse both of these together for myself now, and can even take frankincense and apply it here at the base of my neck to help calm those thoughts. I'm one of those people always who, as soon as my head hits the pillow, I think of all the things I didn't do. I shift things on my calendar on my phone.
Yep.
I get up and I write notes, so this helps soothe that. But lavender is known as a wonderful way to relax.
And both of these,
or put them on.
That's right.
They're both gentle for babies.
And yes, they're gentle for baby, and both of them come in the starter kit.
Oh yes.
So that's a great thing as well. I also like Peace and Calming too.
Yes.
Peace and Calming also comes in the starter kit, and it's also safe for baby as well. So those are 3 starter kit options, and I'm going to give you another option outside the starter kit. This is a whole line, but you can also buy them individually. This one is called Sleepy Eyes, and it is glorious. I have to smell this. I just can't not. Here.
You went 4 oils.
I know. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. So in the diffuser, you are probably, most of our clients, they co-sleep, so not necessarily bed share, but
babies are nearby.
Yeah, babies are nearby. So all 4 of these, this one specifically was designed for children, so and babies. So it's great. And then one other one that I also like for many reasons, and we talked about this in the last video. If you haven't seen that one, that was with pregnancy. So if you've already delivered your baby, you don't need to go backwards, but there is a lot of great info in there. But this is Gentle Baby. This was formulated for the pregnant mom and baby. So it also has a really soothing effect, and we'll get a little bit more talk into the next section with baby. So back to baby blues. So a lot of grace, a lot of sleep, a lot of water. You need to really hydrate.
And that's not in the kit. But you could probably get that.
We're not selling water to you today. But I will share with you a different form of hydration, which is Ningxia Red.
Ningxia Red, which is in your kit. There's actually 2 of these lovely pouches in the current kit. Ningxia Red is a very nutritiously dense supplement drink composed of wolfberries from Ningxia, China, and there's a wonderful story behind that, but we'll try for brevity's sake not to go down that path. What's really neat about this, it's not juice, it's the actual whole berries, which includes the pulp, the skin, so there's a lot of sediment in it. You want to shake it up before you drink it. A lot of people prefer this from the fridge cold.
Yeah.
I drink it every morning in a smoothie that I make. But this is a great thing to drink as you wake up, probably in the morning, and you could even have another pouch in the afternoon as an afternoon pick-me-up.
So
put it in your water.
Yeah, and you can put it in your water as well. That's right, if you want to flavor your water. And then the other thing about this is that with labor and delivery, you lose a lot of blood. And so if you've been to one of our classes for childbirth, you will understand how important it is to rest your body afterwards because you're still bleeding. And so with that blood loss comes a variety of different other things that could exhibit themselves. So what we like to say is moms definitely drink this Ningxia Red during your pregnancy, but also continue afterwards. It's a supplement. It's a whole food supplement, so it's already, your body knows what to do with it. There's no synthetic anything in here, so it's easily digested, and you've got a lot of fiber here.
That's important.
Why is that important?
Because everybody poops or wants to.
Yeah, and you're sore down there, and nobody talks about that, right?
No, that first poop.
Oh
is
my gosh,
it's involved.
It is involved.
You call upon all of those wonderful comfort measures you learned in childbirth class.
You do, and usually it's all in your head because you're just scared.
Yes, because it is easier than the baby, but mentally it can be
much easier than the baby.
It is.
Much shorter. Okay, but fiber is a great thing, and so this is a great way to also get your fiber. It also has a prebiotic.
That's right.
So everybody talks about probiotics, and we have a wonderful one, and that's Life 9. You should continue to take it through pregnancy and beyond. Life 9 is wonderful for the gut flora, but without a prebiotic, you don't get the maximum benefit. So this has prebiotic in it. It's the fiber form. And that what it does is it basically fertilizes the soil for the good bacteria to grow. And so taking this with Life9 is wonderful. And why else do we want a probiotic? Because baby and mom are, you know, kind of predisposed in a way to thrush, which is bad for breastfeeding.
No one likes that.
So we want to make sure that our gut flora is super healthy because of that. And yes, baby gets those good gut flora bacteria through the milk as well. So that is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yes.
What
Names
else?
are red.
And it
What
also
else?
gives you some clarity of mind. Don't you
You
think?
can't use that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think.
And there is clarity essential oil as well, which
Yeah.
I use. But yes, this has so many other benefits that come with it.
Okay, so the next one is omegas. So
Yeah.
I'll talk about this one. Omegas are super important. So one of the things with baby blues that has been researched is, and also postpartum depression, is that there's a decrease in omegas in these individuals, okay? So why is this? Well, it's because baby needs omegas to build the brain. So if mom is not taking omegas in pregnancy, then that little scavenger of the baby is going to take every omega out of mom that it possibly needs, okay? Which means mom's depleted. By the time she's had babies, she's so depleted. And we know that omegas help the brain function well, especially with our receptors like serotonin and our dopamine receptors in our brains, and all of that manifests in different ways with different people. But if we can kind of present our bodies with all it needs before baby gets here, then you are less likely to exhibit a decrease in your omegas, which means you're less likely for the baby blues to last too long.
Yeah.
So take your omegas. It's really important, and lots of fatty acids. So that's really for mom. We've covered mom postpartum for the most
Yeah.
part. Let's go into what are some,
This
yes,
is one.
joy.
Yeah.
I forgot about my testimony. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe that was coming. I'm just making sure we've covered all
So
these.
joy is an oil that does not come in the starter kit, okay? You love this oil, don't you?
Yes, I didn't at first, like you. I sold it. I sold my joy to a friend, but then I bought it. I bought another one.
I almost gave away my joy too, actually. So when I
sad.
first got started with essential oils, joy came in the starter kit. And you got that kit
Yes,
too?
we got it around the same time. Yeah.
And I remember smelling it and being so repulsed by the smell. And I was weaning my almost 3-year-old at the time. Nobody talks about the fact that when you start to wean, your hormones are really affected. And no matter how long that takes you, you're going to find that your baby blues might come back. Like those just feelings of a dip, you know? So when I smelled this, I hated it. And my friend told me, well, that means you need it. And so she said, put it on your feet every single night. Then you can put socks on. You can put a roller bottle on,
Roller
a
fitment,
roller
yeah.
fitment on it if you want. And these
That's
come in your
the
kit.
Yep.
And then just roll it on your feet and then put socks on, and then, or, you know, don't put socks on. And then over time, when you smell it again, it really changes. And it took me a good few months to actually notice that. But what joy does is it helps boost your mood. And I needed that, like desperately. So this and citrus oils, now I love to
There we
diffuse
go.
these on like gray days, you know,
Citrus fresh.
when it's
And
just not sunny.
It's in the kit, right? Citrus fresh.
Yeah, citrus
And
fresh
lemon as well.
And lemon too. So these will be a very good thing to be in your toolbox for postpartum time frame. Okay, now we're on to babies. So Amara,
Yes.
what in your opinion as a postpartum doula is like the classic complaints of mommies, new mommies?
Well, the first one is sleep, which
Yep.
we did kind of address already.
Yep.
And you know, your baby will figure that out, but there's really no time frame for it, and you can't really make it happen. Colic.
Oh
That is
gosh.
the next one.
Did you have a colicky baby?
I didn't.
Oh
Maybe.
my gosh, did you not? I had two.
I did not.
I really thought I was
I'm
going to
sorry.
not make it.
I know a lot of people who have though.
Oh, it
and
was
my sister
terrible.
has.
terrible. It was terrible. That was my
It
firstborn.
is very hard. And
Yeah.
you did it 3 more times, so.
And then my thirdborn had it too.
Oh,
It
and
was,
then you did it again.
well, I didn't mean to do it again. But it happened.
That was wonderful.
Okay, so colic. What do we do for this?
So colic, the first thing we have listed here, well, and there's another one actually. Yeah. The first one listed is, I'm grabbing the wrong one, is gentle baby.
Yes, gentle baby.
Yes. Oh, we have a couple gentle babies. So gentle baby for just generally toning things down,
Yeah.
for relaxation, diffusing this. This is really the most popular way that I use it or mention
you
using
can
but
even hold it, like,
put
right-
it near. You
yeah.
can put it near the baby.
Yeah.
And the baby, you should try this.
There's like
'Cause I didn't
videos
have
we can
colic
send
baby,
you.
but-
I didn't
Yes.
believe this until a few of my
Yes.
clients showed me, and the baby screaming, screaming,
And their
screaming.
baby did it.
And then you just put that bottle just uncapped right next
Just
to
for
baby.
the whole effect, because this is uncapped.
Oh,
See?
it's just wonderful. And baby
they
stops
stop.
crying, you guys. Like they just
right
stop
away.
crying.
They do. I mean, it's a very good
You
bargain.
just- you
but
need
who
gentle
wouldn't
baby.
pay whatever you need to
I
pay
would
for
pay
this?
like 8 bottles of that.
I know.
Anyway.
And a little will do you. A
You don't
little
even
goes a
have
long
to
way. You're
put
not
it
even
on
using
baby.
a drop if you smell it.
That's right.
But there's many drops. How many drops do you know in these bottles? Lots.
At least 90, I have heard.
Oh, great.
So
That's awesome.
yeah. Okay, so what's another thing for colic?
So another thing for colic, if it's related to gas, because oftentimes what's perceived as colic is really some kind of gastrointestinal issue. And I want to start out by saying all babies have some degree of
Reflux.
gastrointestinal issue. Yes, because their digestive systems are immature. So if your baby is, spitting up, but they're a happy spitter, as my babies were, they would spit up a lot. I mean, I would take a cloth diaper, Gerber diaper, and stick it on my shoulder, and it would. Anyone who wanted to hold my babies, I'd have to say, put this on your shoulder because they're going to spit up. And they would just,
Yep.
and then they would just go along, looking around at stuff. But if you have a baby that is, they're tensing up, they're arching their
Yes.
back, they're crying.
Turning their head when
Yes,
nursing.
crying every time, and they have to work so hard to spit up or to pass gas. That may be a more involved intestinal issue that could benefit from some support. Digi-eyes would be the first one that I think of, and this is in the kit. I use this on myself, but you could use this also on your baby. And a really great way to help with your baby's digestion would be to do a light little massage on their tummy.
So you can put it on your finger first.
Yes.
And you
And
can just
then-
kind of massage it into your fingers first.
Like,
and then put
and
it on
then
baby.
clockwise around the belly button, or spell the I heart you.
Mm-hmm.
Either one of those, and that may help things move along better for your baby. Would you put this on their feet?
You can definitely
Some
put it on
people
their
really
feet.
don't like the smell of this. Babies, I don't know, but moms, I think it smells good, but I use it every day,
Yeah.
so I'm used
If
to
you're
it.
not used to it, it smells a little like anise or
Yes,
fennel.
which I love.
But I wanted to just bring up very quickly, if you want to dilute with your newborn baby, then the dilution ratios in this book, and this is the newer book, these are awesome. It's Gentle Babies by Deborah Rayburn, and she is incredible. She's got lots of remedies for pregnancy and childbirth and infants and young children, and it's all in here. So she'll go over dilution ratios with you as well, just as you start oiling your baby for the first time. And really simple though, just put like a carrier oil, like olive oil, on your hand first. Put 1 drop of oil, rub that around, and that's all you need. You know, if you're not seeing the effect that you want, then you can actually go by the specific ratios.
Yeah, like a teaspoon per drop or something.
But again, these are safe for baby, especially this one, which is Tummy Gies. And Tummy Gies is formulated for babies and toddlers and kids, okay? So this is just like this is like Digi-eyes, but for the kids, and it smells better in my opinion.
Yeah, and is it diluted also?
It is diluted. It has a carrier oil in it, and all of these are safe. So
There's a whole kids line. So
Yeah.
for many, that's a go-to because it's already diluted. You don't have to do, you don't have to worry about that.
and
aspect
they
of it.
say what they want, like
Yeah.
sleepy eyes.
Yeah, the
tummy
name
jies,
tells you exactly what it's for.
Owie.
Yes. I mean, give you 3 guesses what those are for.
Right. Okay, and so then what else? Teething, or fennel actually can calm down a colicky baby too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of the...
But why were you thinking about fennel?
I was thinking about fennel for milk supply and for breastfeeding support.
Because that's a number one postpartum issue is
And those
breastfeeding
hormones,
support.
Yeah, and those hormones can definitely affect that, as well as not getting your hydration, not getting your rest, not taking care of your body's needs with nutrition. These are other things, and stress, that can affect your milk supply. In addition to just the supply and demand between you and baby.
That's right.
Baby emptying your breast is the most important thing for you to do in addition to taking care of your body. But if those things need support after you've tried that,
Yeah, so
or with those things, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like to tell my patients, or my my clients, that don't think that you're not going to make enough milk for your baby. Like, don't go buy this just because you think maybe you're not going to make enough milk. Your body, if given what it needs, will make the right amount of milk for your baby. But there are certain situations where that decrease will happen. So understand there's tools for that, and fennel is one of them, and it's super easy to do. You just, right after breastfeeding, you would put a little drop. Whoa.
Nice catch.
A little
You
drop.
had your ninja red this morning.
I did. And you just like put it around your breast. You don't have to put it right on the nipple. You just put it around your breast.
Tissue, yep.
I know a lot of women who've actually put it under the tongue. This is not the Vitality form. If you remember the last video, Vitality are all white labels, but fennel does come in a Vitality label, which means you are able to ingest it. So
Same oil in the
Yeah.
white label as in this yellow label.
now, and I've heard that you do this for up to 10 days in a row, and then you take a break. But I have never had a client need it for more than 48 hours.
That's
So,
amazing.
I mean, it is remarkable, the difference in their supply.
How often do they put it on? I didn't hear that part.
I think my clients just put it on whenever, like
When they would, yeah. Okay.
like 3 times a day. I mean, I don't think there's like a specific, but it might be in this Gentle Babies book right here.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about teething. That's another
Oh,
one.
teething, yes.
Oh my gosh.
And teething, the symptoms of teething can happen well before you even see a tooth.
Oh,
And you wonder
yeah.
what the heck is going on. My baby's nose is drippy. They're drooling a lot, but what's going on? Teething.
Yes.
It's kind of like puberty that can have like a long
Yes.
lead time before the actual thing happens.
Yeah.
So teething, what's happening, the biggest complaint that people have is that their babies are fussy because their babies are not comfortable. There's a lot going on here as those
Yeah.
teeth are trying to erupt. Which
And
is
it's
such a
normal.
crazy
We
word.
can even say the word inflammation because
Yeah.
teething is a normal part of life. We're not diagnosing a problem.
That's
this is a
happening.
normal thing that happens. And so how do we help support the body when it's normally having some inflammation with teething?
We support our bodies with
Copaiba.
Copaiba. White
So-
label.
So you can just put it like right on the gums, you guys. It just is super soothing, and babies tend to just like gnaw
And
on
that's
your
another
finger.
where baby may fuss and stop
Yeah.
when you put this on the gum and don't mind it. Because it doesn't have quite the strong smell and even taste that some
I can't
other
even
oils
smell it.
do. Yeah, it's very subtle as opposed to some of the other ones. So
Yep.
yeah, it would be very pretty seamless kind of thing to integrate.
And I don't know about you, but like when my babies were teething, I tried every over-the-counter thing possible, and
There's a
nothing
lot.
worked. Nothing
Try
worked.
this first.
Yeah, but I
You
didn't
have
want to
those
do like
tools.
ibuprofen. I didn't want to do anything like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wish I had that tool.
Yes, I do. Me too.
Okay, so I have a couple of other things out and about. Mom is probably going to be sore in the nether regions for a while. That spray is
Yes.
an amazing
Oh
spray.
gosh, it's empty. It's been well loved.
I share this Clariderm with a lot of people, but I'll put it in like a little spray bottle, but you
Yes.
don't need a lot. This Clariderm is absolutely amazing for healing down there. It's also a good spray for anything such as
For
diaper
itching,
rash
yeah.
or any kind of rashes. And babies have rashes all the time.
All the time. And it's not, And to a degree, it's normal.
It
really.
is
It doesn't
normal.
mean that there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's extremes, but you know, I had a postpartum visit recently, and they were discussing how the baby's bottom was a little red. She was like, "There's a rash," and the dad's like, "Well, it's just a little red, but they can get so red so easily because their skin is just so sensitive and so responsive."
Yeah.
So, but this is a great tool for that.
Yes, it is. And then another tool for baby is this diaper rash cream. And you have not experienced this, have you?
I have not.
So let me have your hand. Actually, we're going to put it on
Okay.
the top of your hand. Oops. Hold on. I need to shake it.
Shake, shake.
It's been in there for a while.
We don't have babies anymore.
Whoop. All right. So it's super thick. So spread it around. And you'll see it's so thick. Now, what we can say about this diaper rash ointment is that it is a diaper rash cream. It smells amazing. It's a skin protectant, and it also will stay on that skin as a barrier.
Wonderful.
And it prevents and treats diaper rash. And we're allowed to say that with this. Not many diaper rash creams will do both.
Yeah, they usually just make it feel a little better for a little bit of time, and then it's still there. But this treats.
So it's incredible, and it's just such a great barrier. So if I were to drop a thing of water right here, you would see it bead up. I mean, it really is perfect. Here, you can spread it on.
I was about to say,
I gave you a lot.
How do I get it off now?
We'll just rub it in. It smells amazing.
Yes, it really smells great.
Okay.
Thank you. I had never experienced that.
And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that we have a seedlings line, and the seedlings line is different than the kids scent line because the seedlings line is specifically made for newborn babies. So that would be this and this. Seedlings wipes, which I use as dryer sheets, by the way.
Yes, and makeup remover, so it's not just for babies.
Right. And then seedlings oil, baby oil. So if you want to give a massage, you can actually mix any of those oils that we talked about right in here, and you can just give the massage. So, but it also smells amazing.
I haven't smelled it.
I'm not going to oil you up, but
Okay.
yeah, so these are
so
just a
good.
couple tips and tricks from doulas, postpartum doulas. We will also have another video coming up about, oh yeah, this can be used as a
Making
diaper
sure we-
rash
oh.
too. This is rose ointment. It feels really good. Yeah, we'll end with that.
Okay.
But what was I going to say? So we also, we also will have a class that'll be more based on hormonal support because once you get your period back again, then things are changing again. And so we need to talk about this as women. And so there are tools to help you through that phase as well. But hopefully just keep breastfeeding and that will stay at bay for a little while. And if you guys have questions, you can let us know. And we're going to end with this, which I think is probably the best diaper bag thing
And purse thing.
you
and
could
car
ever have.
thing, and gym bag thing.
And it comes in the kit. It is our little bottle of Thieves hand sanitizer. And we can actually call it a sanitizer because it kills 99.99% of germs.
This says hand purifier, but once they roll out the rest of these bottles, they will have hand sanitizer.
That's
on them.
right.
So we're very excited for
So Thieves is awesome, and you should require people to use this, not yucky soap.
The other stuff, yeah. It has aloe, so it actually moisturizes. It doesn't dry like the other ones do. And it smells so good. It's like a peppermint cinnamon smell.
Yeah, so make sure they do that before they hold your baby. And you hold your baby, mommy. And we will see you at the next class. But thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Have a great postpartum time frame.
Yes.